little bit rusty and I think my head's caving. And I don't know if I've ever been really loved by a hand that's touched me, and I feel like something's gone to give. And I'm a little bit. Thank you for liking the live. Oh, my voice cracked. Thank you for liking the live. Oh my gosh. So I'm restricted right now, so I do appreciate you guys liking the live, because I want this kid's story to be heard. But I woke up to a bunch of violations today because my videos aren't the greatest. When I speak, I do say some pretty vulgar shit. Thanks for liking the live, y'all. I appreciate that. Sorry that it's so shaky. My table's shaky. Hey, great female, thank you. I have some anxiety that I'm trying to kind of simmer down in a way. Thank you, great female. Hey, Scammer Shelves. How are you doing? Thank you so much, great female. You know, some people, it is going to be with Angel. Let me get y'all his at. His name is Angel. Yellow Angel, but that's not his app. His at is, it is Boosted SAAB. He doesn't like to use the term victim, but he is one of Michonne, like a true one. Thank you so much, great female. Yeah, I'm doing really well, Scammer Shelves. Thank you. Thanks for following Majestic Queen. Again, you guys, I'm so sorry this is so shaky. My apologies. And I'm getting attacked by flies. But I needed to do this outside because I have a house full of animals and kids. Alright, there's not that many kids, but there's a lot of animals. I got a lot of dogs. And I don't want them barking and causing a ruckus. Okay, maybe I need to go inside. Hey Queen, I just went live. I'm out here getting attacked by flies, like legit attacked by them. It'd be great if they just fudged off. What did my mom text mail me? Hey Florida Vibes, thank you. Yeah, I was thinking the schoolroom, but it's very freaking hot in there right now because I've not cooled it down today. We didn't do school today, so therefore it did not get cooled down today. What's going on? I don't know. What is going on with Shelby? He's calling Carol C a scammer? Who the fuck is she scamming? Nobody. What? What? Hey Jessica, I love your name. It makes me think in my head, it's me, Jessica. But he's calling Carol C a scammer? Carol C, out of everybody, he's calling Carol C that? That is wild. Hey, leftover lasagna. I have a hair in my tooth or something, you guys. Sorry. I'm fill it up there. I'm gonna go check that out. It's me, Jessica. What? That is insane to me. Like, oh my gosh. My mom texted me, careful about what you say. I'm not saying, I'm interviewing. Hey Courtney. Hey Sands. Random little boy. That's a funny name. I watched a video of that today. I try my hardest not to choose sides on anybody that obviously I don't have a connection with or anything, you know, and it's not even connection. You guys, everything that comes out on this app blows me the fuck away. What happened to your account? Y'all's comments are wild. But calling Carol C out of anybody a scammer, I have not seen one thing wrong that Carol C has done. I mean, obviously I'm not somebody who stalks her 24/7, but I haven't seen shit that she has done. Just change the name to the one Brie gave you. She called you a random little boy. Thank you. It is my grandma. I did this one myself one day when I was sad, but my grandma's name was Rose, so, and her favorite flower was a rose, so I got her name and then her favorite flower. But did she, like, but the Uncle Fester interview, I don't know, that didn't, I don't know if she thought, I don't know if I should speak on that, because I don't think that she intentionally did it to gain Uncle Fester really much but a voice, but I don't know, you guys, that's opinions. Stopped exposing. Good. So, let me see if he is in here. Oh, I found the hair. Sorry, you guys, sorry. Nope, not yet. Friend said I wasn't doing good enough. What? Hi, Debbie. Okay. Hope you're doing well. Someone is interested in contacting me. These flies don't leave me alone. I can't even say what I'm gonna do. No. What did I say? Somebody is trying to contact me. No one's trying to contact me. All is well, good. I am in Texas. The weather is hot. It is so hot. My dogs are just staring at me like, why did you leave me? I had one, but my kids wouldn't stop zapping each other with it, and they ended up breaking it. What are you guys talking about? The backup of who? Yeah, it's a hot wind. Y'all can see me sweating in this gray t-shirt. But it's so comfortable, I had to wear it. Oh, Santos. When Santos speaks, he tries to sound like he's being lyrical, but he's not. But it sounds like he's trying to be. Hey, Emily. Trying to money grab from Snapchat. I didn't care. Y'all are trying to get his Snapchat taken down or his backup TikTok. Hey, Nicole. Oh shit, let me help. What's his backup? I'll go report it right now on my laptop. Santos. Hey, Amy. We're talking about Santos. Thank you for the hand heart, Debbie. No. Trying to find it. Hey, Anissa. That's fucked up. I saw a video today of him on an airplane. And it was obviously an old video, and she's like, oh, he does flights so well. Like, what the fuck? Why? I don't get it. Thank you, Sans. I do not get it. Why the fuck would you be posting your child that you don't even have fucking custody of? That's weird to me. You don't put in the time, put in the effort, put in nothing at all, and posting him? Trying to get views and comments. Yeah, I reported it. That's what I did. I am interviewing Yellow Angel. I don't want to give out his, I want him to give out his story, but he doesn't like to use the word victim, but he likes to use survivor. So I use the word victim because I do feel like they're victims. But yes, they survived too of Michonne. Hey, Daily Chaos. Yeah, the monitor never said shit. The monitor is there to monitor her, to watch her. It is her babysitter. Yeah. Waiting to see when he comes in. And if he backs out, that I don't want anyone saying anything to him about that, because it's a hard thing to talk about. And I think they live fairly close to each other, so. And I know that Michonne harasses the shit out of him. Yep, exactly, as long as he's comfortable. Yep, we do support him. These flies are supporting me right now. They're attacking me. Someone was telling me that I'm gonna dig a hole in the ground and then I'm gonna go lay in it. That's what the flies are gonna make me do. I'm gonna go lay in it and then just cover myself with the dirt. That's what I'm about to do. Yes, a warrior. That's a good one. I love that. Love that so much. Hey, Shy Sue. Thank you. Yeah, we had one too. We have a salt gun as well, but my kids like to use them for anything and everything other than the flies. I have a feeling that Bree is going to get less time. I truly, truly do believe that she's going to get less time. There's no way in hell you can just keep doing this shit and a judge is just going to allow it and allow it and allow it. There's going to be a point in time where it's going to be more than visitation taken. Hey, Wendy, thank you for following. Yeah, she chooses her friends. She chooses her life. She does not choose the baby at all. Oh, I just messaged you back. Just request whenever you're ready. Y'all go give Yellow Angel, I don't know if I can. Go give him a follow, y'all. That is who I am interviewing. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No, I didn't just do that. I did just do that. How do I undo that? Hang on, you guys. Oh, thank goodness I got it back. Thank you, Anissa. Queen. It's Paz. Hey, Laura. I am interviewing Yellow Angel in regards to a stories. He has a lot to share. There are cats behind me in the alley right now fighting. Can you guys hear them? They stopped. Hopefully they don't come attack me. Awareness does matter. Hey, mister, thank you for following. You guys, if a fly lands on my face, ignore it. All right, we gotta ignore the flies, please. I can't ignore them, but you guys have to. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Lala. I am interviewing Angel. Let me pin him again so y'all can follow him. Fight the fly. I'm going to have to start. And I got my Aquaphor so nobody can be in here and say you have dry lips, because I do have dry lips. Can't help it. Thank you, Daniel. So y'all, I want everybody to know this isn't a grilling interview. This isn't an interview where I'm going to be like, show me this, show me that. I am helping him get his story out. I'm not here to judge him. I'm not here to question him. I am here to help him get his story out. But I've seen his videos. He has proof. He has... Fly, please. If y'all go watch his videos, he has a bunch of them posted. I caught that one fast. Chone lies a lot. Yeah, everything. He's pathological. That's why he gets along so well with Bree and Santos and that whole fucking group, because all they do is pathologically lie. Yeah. And if you notice, anytime something goes down with that group, Machone is the first to be on live with them. There's a whole band somewhere in my neighborhood playing right now. It's pretty cool. You guys, I need to go get something to drink. Before this interview starts, my mouth is so dry. Please allow the flies to entertain you. All right, let me scooch back in here. I'm sitting on a bench, by the way. The interview's gonna be soon, Debbie. He just needs a minute. He said just give him a minute. That's what came. He's on Twitter too. Isn't that called X now? I'm gonna get a sliver. Sliver. Let me go look up Twitter. Hey, Sinedge. Am I saying that correctly? Sinedge.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Let me go ahead and turn you louder. Hi there.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. A little nervous.
Yeah. Are you in the same vicinity? I said that's so weird. You are?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
All right.
Oof.
So I get why you were more nervous than nervous, if that makes sense, because you
It's,
are by
it's
him.
especially because he already texted my mother saying that I'm talking about him before we even started the interview, and he was telling my mom that I'm ruining his income because this is his source of income, and so it's weird because, like I mentioned, he constantly harasses me and my family, and like before I could even do the interview with you, he's already texting my mom. Like, and how he got my mom's number, I have no idea.
That is crazy. That is insane. So you guys go far back, right?
Right. So I met him when I was 41 backwards.
Oh, shit. How old was he?
He, so he's 2 years older than me. He right now he's 34 and I'm 32.
Okay. Okay. Did you guys go to school together, or
No,
how'd y'all meet and start talking and all of that?
so when I met Mitchon, I met his family first. I met them through his brother-in-law Ruben Reyes and Denise Reyes. They were club managers of a club called Club Fuego here in San Antonio, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and they had teen nights. And they asked me if I ever heard of a teen night, and I said no. Um, what? Oh, first of all, this girl Biscuit right here,
Yeah,
she
you
makes
want me to block her?
yeah, she makes so many fake accounts, and she literally stalks me like over and over and over. I've never even spoken to her once in my life ever.
It's
Yeah,
probably
you see,
Michonne.
look, she said I can come back. She has 5 fake accounts.
Yeah, hop off, Biscuit.
Now,
Nobody.
I'm not gonna ask you to block everybody, just her specifically because she likes to share my family's information.
No, I need you to let me know if somebody is in here that you don't want in here, because automatically they're gone.
No, that's fine. It's just that freaking person, you see.
They're back already.
I'm telling you, she's a stalker. It's weird. So when now I'll address what she was saying. Okay, when I came to this platform, yes, I did say that Mitchon was a lot older than me because I didn't know his exact age until I filed a restraining order and pressed charges on him. It wasn't until then, with the private investigator, that they confirmed his date of birth and other information. So his date of birth is September 21st, 1991. That's the only reason why I knew the age difference. Now, I will admit, when I got on here, I told people that I was 27 currently. That was not correct. The reason I did that was to make fun of him because he was telling people that he was 27, okay? And so I was being petty. So the difference was he was telling people he was 27 to fit in with the younger crowd so that it wouldn't look weird. The reason I was doing it was to make fun of him and bring attention to the platform that I was trying to raise awareness on. Now, I admitted that way before anything ever started like escalating. But whoa, hey, relax. So yes, so I did meet Metron when I was 14. The first time that he ever did something to me, I was 15. My birthday is January 13th. Okay, 1993. The first time that he ever did anything to me, the reason I remember specifically was because my birthday was Friday. The day after that was Saturday. I was literally only 15 for one day when he asked to see my private part. Now, the way that happened was I met his brother-in-law and his sister at a mall here in San Antonio called England Park Mall. They asked me if I would be interested in teen club promoting, and at the time I didn't know what that was. At the time, I was not sure that that would be something I could even do if I didn't ask my mother. So he was like, okay, add me on. Back then it was MySpace and then Facebook, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I did, and they were like, this is what we pay you if you host teen nights with us. This is what we'll do if you make a group of people that will promote for us. So I said, okay. Um, it got weird because I didn't know Mitchon until the first time that I went to a teen night. And mind you, he was in charge of me. So I also thought he was older, a lot older, because he was in charge of me. He drove, he was in charge of the money. And then that night is when I saw him do something to my friend in the back. And it was weird because my friend asked me if I had gotten paid yet. And my friend's name is Epic Almaderes. I did post him as well in my TikTok because he's not able to speak for himself at the moment due to
Mm-hmm.
personal reasons. Um, so he asked me if I can go collect the money with him, and I said okay. So we went to the back room in Club Fuego on a tea night where Metron was sitting at a white table. I'm not sure if you saw it in the video I tagged you in, where the money was on the table and there was a white
Mm-hmm.
table and his hand was there.
Yep.
Okay, so that's where Metron would be every tea night in the back room with all the money. And Metron told me to wait outside the door, so I waited outside the door. Um, 5 minutes had passed, and they opened the door, and I walked in, and he was like, "I'm gonna take you home." And I was like, "Oh, but your brother-in-law Ruben usually always takes me home because he lives down the street from my mom." And he was like, "No, I'm gonna take you home today." And my friend was like, "No, was like, well, I don't know what to do. He's our boss. And he was like, well, just have a seat. And I was like, okay. I sat down on the sofa, and my friend was like, so are you going to pay us the money? He was like, yeah, you know what I want. You know what I want. You know what I want to do. And my friend looked at me, and he was like shaking his head, and he whispered like, this dude is GAY. Sorry, I look crazy. I was in the shower, so I was running late. um, and I was like, yeah, we know. Like, we know he's GAY. He's like, no, you don't understand. Like, he's GAY. And I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. And then Mitchell says, are you going to do it or not? Come on. There's nothing wrong. Like, no one's going to find out. And my friend turns around and he walks to the table, and um, he ends up like groping my friend through his pants and like touching like his private. And he did that. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. He did that for a couple minutes, and my friend turns his head and he looks at me and he's like red, and I start kind of. Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
I start kind of freaking out because I don't know what to do. Like I'm trying to open the door to leave, and Mitchell's like, "Hey, close the door. Like sit down, Cosmic." So I sat down, and my friend's still just looking at me, and I'm looking at my friend, and Frankie, which is Michon, is like touching him and like roping him through his pants. And I start to like panic that I tried to leave again, and Michon stops. He's like, "No, it's okay. I'm done." Like he literally said, "I'm done." When he was done. So then he gave my friend the money, and my friend Epic came and he opened the door, and I was gonna walk out with him, and Frankie ends up saying, "Oh, I'm taking you home, remember?" And I was like, "Oh, it's okay, I'll find a ride." He's like, "No, I'm taking you home." And I was like, "It's okay, I'll find a ride." I went outside to go try to find a ride, but it was already 12:30. The teen nights ended at 1. I'm sorry, the teen nights ended at 12. We didn't get to my house till 1. So it was 1, and we were outside, and he just kept talking to me. He just kept telling me like nothing happened, like it's okay. Um, it's not a bad thing what happened. Like he was telling me what happened is normal. Like no one's gonna find out. Like it's not a big deal. Don't worry. And he kept trying to like convince me that nothing happened, that everything was okay. Um,
I'm not muting anybody. I am swapping flies away from me if you can't tell. If
yeah,
anybody's muting somebody, it is the mods are muting.
it's dang. I look crazy. Damn, I need to go start. It's okay. I don't mind like the negative comments. Like I said, I've been dealing with them every day since I started talking about this. Um, but like I was saying, we were parked in front of my mom's house. It was one in the
One
morning.
second, 1 second. My mods are going to mute anybody who makes this uncomfortable because that's not what we are doing here. We're not trying to make him uncomfortable. We are trying to make him as comfortable as he can possibly be. And coming on here to falsely accuse somebody, and I don't know if you even seen the comment there, but y'all wild.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention because they do that all the time, even in my own life.
How is
Even
this changing a story? It's his stuff that he's posting too. It's not changing a story.
this is literally the same story that I've told everybody since back in January. If you take a look at my original video back in January, it's the same thing. Trust me, my story doesn't change because every time I tell it, I relive it. I go through those emotions and I go through those feelings. So I tell it realistically because that's how I feel in that moment. There's no change in any of my stories. Go look at the clips when I've been clipped prior. It's the same thing. Um, but yes, so I'm gonna continue with. We
Yeah.
were outside. We were outside of my mom's house, and he was just basically telling me like, whatever happened is not a bad thing. Whatever happened, it's okay. Like it's not a big deal. Like don't worry about it. Like trying to make me feel comfortable. Hey, stop it. Leave him alone. And then he like put his hand on my knee, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go inside. And he was like, okay. So at the time, he still had not paid me my money that he owed me for promoting the tea night, and that was the money that I used to pay the people that were a part of my promoting group. Now we were all teens. We were all under the age of 18, and in order to go to teen night, you can only be between the age of 13 through 18. So again, he kept making me feel like he was older because when because every time I would hang out with him, he would always have alcohol and he would give it to us. So I always thought that he was older. But back to the point, I'm walking into my mom's house and he rolls down the window and he has the money. And yeah, I know I'm like my anxiety is getting so bad now. You can't even tell. Um, so I'm walking
He is
inside.
a warrior. That's who he is.
Yeah, his name is Mechon, aka Frankie Garza.
And I'm
Um,
saying you're the warrior.
oh, um, he has the money and like he's holding it out the window, and he's like, "I got the money," and I start turning around to walk towards it to get it, and he's like, "Hey, you should show me your," and like I stayed quiet, and he's like, "Pull it out," and then like I'm looking at him because he's literally parked right in the front of my mom's house at 1 in the morning, like with the window down, asking to. I'm so sorry, asking to see my private part. At the time, it didn't cross my mind twice or anything. I kind of just like instinct was like, okay, maybe it wouldn't be something he's into because I'm not like aroused where I'm not like I don't. This is not my thing, you know. I thought maybe it would be uncomfortable for him because it was uncomfortable for me. So I did it. I didn't think twice about it. I kind of just reacted and I did it. And then he said, "Damn, like get it up, like get it hard." And I picked up my pants and like I grabbed the money and he put it back. And then I tried to grab it again and he put it back again. And so we were like playing tug of war and I let go and I turned around and I was walking away and he was like, "Come back, I'm just playing." I was like, "It's okay, I don't want it. Like I just want to go inside." He's like, "No, here, come get it." And I walked and I grabbed it and he put it again. And I let go. He's like, "No, no, 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 for real, for real." And so then he put it, and I took it, and I was going inside. And he's like, "I'll call you when I get home." I was like, "Okay." So I walked inside, and my mom asked me, "What took you so long?" Like I thought we ended at 12. It's 1 in the morning. I didn't even answer her. And then she asked me, "How was it?" I didn't even answer her. I went upstairs, and it was Saturday. I knew that I had church on Sunday, but I didn't want to go because I was ashamed of what I did. I don't know why I did it. I couldn't tell you why. I just know that I wanted it to be over with. What he asked me and how I felt, I just wanted it all to go away. But I remember thinking and thinking and thinking, why did I do that? Like I'm not like that. Like maybe it's because I just saw my friend get touched by him and now he got paid and maybe that's just what comes with being a teen club promoter. That's something we just have to go through. So I I, I left it alone. I just it passed. I ended up seeing him the next weekend again because it was another teen night, and nothing happened at the event. It wasn't until after 1 o'clock he was like, "Hey, I got tilts and MD 2020s. Like, do you want to drink?" He was like, "Your friend's gonna come with me," and I was like, "Okay." So we ended up going in his car, and he parked at a random park in the dark, and we got drunk. Um, I
You
don't
share
want.
what you feel like sharing.
Yeah, I just don't want to get emotional.
You are fine. Everybody in here is in here for you. You you feel all the feelings you need to feel. Yep. Take it.
Um, so then we were getting drunk in his car, and he told me to go to the back seat. So I went to the back seat, and then he got in the back seat, and he was being really weird. He kept telling my friend to like touch me, and my friend was like, "I'm not like that," and he kept telling me to touch my friend, and I was like, "No, like we're not like that." And he was like, "Do something fun." like the way he is on here, like the way he always tells the straight guys, like, "Hey, do this or do that or show me this." Like he was like that in real life, like in person. And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." He was like, "Well, here, drink some more." And I was like, "No, like I want to go home." He's like, "Well, then you can get out the car." He's like, "Get out." And it it was like weird and scary because I didn't know what park I was at. I didn't know where I was at. I just know he was telling me to get out. So I opened the door and I got out and he went to the front and he left. And I didn't have a phone. And so I didn't know what to do. I just started crying and like I sat at the curb and then he took off and he just turned around and came back and started laughing and was like, "Get in." He's like, "I'll take you home." My friend that was with me, his name is Jeremy. That's my friend that was really, really, really way more intoxicated than I was. And Jeremy was gonna spend the night with me because he didn't want Metron to take him home, and because he couldn't go home because he was drunk. But when we got to my house, Metron was like, "I'm gonna take you home," and I was like, "No, it's okay. He's gonna stay with me." And he was like, "I'm gonna take him home. What the fuck? Like, why are you being like that? Like, what's your problem?" I was like, "He's gonna stay with me. Like, he can't go home. He told you he can't go home." And my friend Jeremy was like, "It's all right. It's all right. You know what? I'm gonna sober up. I'm gonna go home." And I was like, "No, like, come, like, get off. Like, you don't know, but I know. Like, don't do it. Come." He's like, "No, it's okay. I'm good." Um, and I think part of why I'm doing this is because I feel guilty that I let him go home with him and that I didn't stop him because I knew what I knew and Jeremy didn't. But I
You're a
don't.
child.
Yeah, like
You're a
I don't
child.
end up hearing from Jeremy until the next day, and those are the messages that I screenshotted and I posted. Um,
Hmm.
in those messages, Jeremy tells me I feel like I was taken advantage of. I don't think I did anything. He wanted to see stop it. Um, he told me that Mitchell wanted to see his thing, but he doesn't remember showing him, and that he felt taken advantage of. And I told him sorry. I just kept saying sorry because I didn't know what to tell him. I didn't like I just didn't know. But we didn't have any proof that anything had happened yet. He just said that he felt like Mitron did something to him, and I asked him why. He said because when he woke up, Mitron was gone, but like he was like his pants were down and his boxers were there, but his private was like out. And he's like, and I would not go to sleep like that. I ended up telling him about what Metron would do to me and my friends, and he told me he never wanted to see him again. He didn't want to be around him. He didn't want to hang out with him. For me to stay away from him, and I told him like I can't. Like I work for his family. Like that's how I make money. Like that's like my boss. Um, Jeremy ended up taking a break from me for like a month, and that's when I really knew something happened because he wouldn't have just did that. I ended up getting on Facebook, and a bunch of people are telling me, "Hey, go look at Frankie's corn page. Like, go look at his corn page. There's something on there that you should see." And I was like, "I don't know what his corn page is. Like, I didn't even know he had one." So I went to go look, and a lot of people know Jeremy's room because back in 2013 and 2014, that's what we would do. We would go hang out in rooms, listen to music, dance, play games, and so a lot of us that knew each other knew what his room looked like.
Hmm.
And I'm scrolling through all of his corn, and it's just disgusting. Like the titles are, the titles are like giving my cousin that, and like giving the straight barber that for a tip, like doing that to my straight friend's boyfriend, like just disgusting. And then I see one, and the title says, "Essing my straight friend asleep." And then I look at it, and I see Jeremy's room.
Is that the one where he's laying in the bed and
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about.
Um, I played the video, and immediately I was like sick to my stomach. I didn't know how to tell him.
Feel what you need to feel. Take your time. You are strong, Angel. You are very strong.
I didn't know how to tell my friend why I'm sorry. But after seeing the video, I just kept telling him, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. And he was like, for what? And then I told him that there's something you gotta see. God, I look so crazy right now.
You do not. You look fine.
I feel crazy. Like, I feel like I'm trying to hold like everything in, and I feel like I just want to cry. Okay.
It's emotions. You gotta write them out.
Um,
You can't fake real emotion. Gotta write it out.
I told my friend that there's something you gotta see. He was okay. Show me, and I was like, I think you just come over. He's like, okay. He came over. We hung out, and I just kept thinking about it in my head over and over and over. Like, he wasn't even moving. He was literally asleep. The phone literally took the blanket off of him and started recording him. And then I started thinking back to the messages that he sent me when he said he was drunk, he doesn't remember nothing, that he doesn't think he did it, but if he did, it wasn't that bad. So then I told him, I'm going to show you something. And I did. I ended up showing him the video, and he just started crying. And my friend is straight. Like, he had a girlfriend. He was straight. He, like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to help him. No, my cat is fighting. The girl and the boy are fighting. Sorry. um,
The video shows him awake. No, it doesn't. It shows Machone awake.
so in that video, my friend is asleep for like a minute. And then once Mechon starts undoing his belt and his pants, my friend is still asleep. Mechon's touching my friend through his boxers, and my friend is still asleep. My friend's not even aroused at the time. It's not until Mechon literally grabs his private part and takes it out that my friend wakes up. At that point, Mechon starts laughing and he says, here, can you record? My friend grabs the phone and starts recording Mechon's face. And then Mechon says stop, and he grabs the phone back. So, yes, my friend did wake up after the fact that Mechon had already started recording him, after the fact that Mechon had already taken it out, after the fact that he had already done all these things. I would not have known what to do. I wouldn't expect my friend to know what to do. So, in the video, my friend says he doesn't remember any of that, that he doesn't remember, like,
Neil, the video he's talking about, he has a clip of it, the beginning clip. And that's what I said that I watched. It's on his page. You guys can go see this. He is laying there stagnant. He is not awake.
and the
He's out.
volume. Yeah, the volume's all the way up. You can hear Mitch on undoing the belt. You can hear the metal clinking, and it's completely dead silence. And Mitchon says, no, he was awake. I was talking to him. You did not talk to him until after it was put out and you were already recording and he woke up. But my friend ends up telling me that he doesn't want to be my friend anymore.
Yeah, on
And
his page.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I'm sorry. They're asking if it's on TikTok. Yeah, it's on Angel's page, you guys.
So then my friend stops being my friend, and I understood why. Like I understood how he felt because I felt even worse at the fact that I let him go with him, at the fact that I knew what Machon was like and what he was capable of doing, and I still let him go home with him. Stop it. Um, I never thought that I would have to use that video in 2025 to spread awareness. I never thought that I would have to go back to his corn site from somewhat over 8 years ago to go screen record this to show people the type of person that this guy really is. I never imagined that.
Sad when you have to prove your truth. And I get it's because a lot of people lie about shit, but it's sad that people have to fight in order to be believed.
I think the worst part about everything is no matter how much proof I show anybody, no matter how many times I cry, no matter how many times I talk to God, I don't think I'll ever forget what it felt like to go through it.
Have you,
And
and you don't have to answer this question, I am just wondering, have you sought out a counselor or anybody to help
um,
you?
a lot of people recommend it to me, and the private investigator and my attorney do tell me that that's something I should be doing because it helps me with my case. But I
Well,
have,
it'll help you too. It'll help you yourself as well.
thank you, Alondra. You see that guy that just joined, Big Boy Bassin? So I met him through a guy named Jay who, before anything on TikTok, reached out to me and told me that they believed me and that they wanted to help me get my story across. And
Hmm.
this is why I have such a trust issues with people because after I didn't give Jay the story that he wanted, because he wanted to interview me, and I told him, okay, let me know when and how. He just ended up inviting me to panels multiple times, and I just talked about my story multiple times. um, it got to a point where he told me like, "Hey, I saw you doing an interview with Carol C. What about me?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, we're friends now. At any point you want to do that, you can ask me." He ends up starting arguments with friends of mine that are girls and like calling them the B word and talking about their husband and talking about them being unfit kid like parents to their children. And I don't agree with that because even me being GAY, I don't disrespect women and I don't call women out of their name and I don't allow people to disrespect girls that I am friends with. So I
Hmm.
told Jay like, hey, you need to squash that beef because you're fighting with someone that's my mod. And I met that person through you. So it just makes the whole thing look weird, especially with dealing what I'm dealing with right now, the situation that I'm in. And he ends up saying, oh, you're just clout chasing and we're not friends no more and I'm gonna expose you, and then he blocked me. So him and all his people that this per see, oh my god, there's so much things I want to tell you as it goes on, but when they say things like this, it's weird. I'll get to this person in just a second, okay?
So, Jada,
Yes, I'll get to this person in just a second. I made a whole TikTok especially for her. But I'll get to her in just a second. So, what woman have I been
I'm
disrespectful?
disrespectful to a lot of people.
I have never been
So,
disrespectful to
you know
women.
what? Leave him alone. Sometimes people come into lives. If he was, it's probably because people come into lives and just harass and harass and harass until they get a reaction out of people. Yeah, so many fake accounts.
So that guy Jay ends up hosting panels about me, and hey, stop fighting with him. Stop. Ends up hosting panels about me saying that I'm lying, but he could never show proof that I was lying. Never. And to this day, he has never showed proof that I was lying. He just says that I'm lying. So my biggest thing is if I'm lying and you want to tell people that I'm lying, show them that I'm lying. Don't just keep saying it.
Yeah.
But he never could. So I blocked him. Now, moving on from that, In 2015, the last time that I hung out with Mitchon one on one, I was in a relationship with someone, and it was a boy. So at this time, I started experimenting with my sexuality. I started doubting myself. I didn't know what I was because I had already allowed Mitchon to do all these things to me. Mitchon had already taken advantage of my situation. So I was trying something, and
I saw a video. Did you say he outed you in that
he,
video? Is that what you were saying?
yeah, he did. So Mitchon picked me up from my mom's house, and I was with the person that I was with, and he said, "Hey, we're gonna go to this bar called Ice Lounge. Do you want to come?" And I said, "Sure." He was like, "It's 18 and up." I was like, "Oh, I'm 16," and he was like, "It's okay." And so we went to this bar, me and the person I was with, and Mitchon ended up doing something really shady in the bar. He left me there, and he took my boyfriend and left with him, and played a prank on me. Apparently, it was a prank, right? So I went looking for his sister because his sister was there because she's also a boss, right? She runs those things. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, why would he do that to me? Mind you, I was drunk. They were giving me shots of tequila. They were giving me Dos Equis. I was 16 in an 18 and up event, drunk, intoxicated. I was like, why would your brother do this to me? I can't find him. I can't find my boyfriend. Like I'm stuck here. And she's like, behave, like you're embarrassing me. Like stop, like you're embarrassing me. And I was like, well, where are they? I want to go home. And she's like, well, you can't go home. You're at an 18 and up event. I was like, okay. So then I went and I sat by the stage, and then I got up again. I went outside. I went to go look for them all around the club, bar, whatever. They were not there. She comes with me, and we walk all around the vicinity, and they're not there. They come back 30 minutes later, and I'm trying to fight him at this bar because I'm drunk and I'm mad. I don't know what's going on. And he's like, let's go. I'm going to take you home. The whole time I'm like, where'd y'all go? Like, what did you do? Like, that's not funny. He's like, we played a prank on you. We played a prank on you. Like, we moved the car and we parked across the street and we watched you look for us and we just made fun of you. But my boyfriend didn't say that. Mitchon said that. So then I look at my boyfriend and I'm thinking, like, why would you go along with something like that? Like, I'm confused. He's like, no, you're not confused. You're drunk. And I'm like, all right. Well, instead of taking me home, we end up going to my best friend Elisa Velasquez's apartment, and we keep drinking. That's the one time that changed like everything. That was the one time that it kind of just went overboard. The one time that everything kind of just escalated and everything just went like complete chaos. So we're at my best friend's apartment, and there was people there. They were playing beer pong. They were drinking, of all ages. And I just remember I wanted to take a nap. I wanted to take a nap. So my best friend takes me to her room, and she has a futon along the wall, and I sit there. And the person that I was with said, I'm gonna go play beer pong. So I said, okay. So I took a nap. Uh, all I remember is opening my eyes, and I looked that way, and the boy that I was with is breaking my best friend's door because it was locked. And my best friend Elisa Velasquez is rushing through her door, and I didn't even look this way. All I did was look this way because it woke me up because it was so loud.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look, my boyfriend's trying to fight Mechon. And I'm like, no, whoa, stop, stop. He's like, what the F is going on? What the hell? Like, what's your problem? And I didn't even look this way. I'm over here like, whoa, why are you trying to fight me? I thought he was trying to fight me. And my best friend tells me, pick up your pants. So I look, and my pants were undone. My private was out. And Mechon was on his knees, still on the floor, laughing with his phone in his hand. And so I start crying and freaking out again, like, wait, what? Like, wait, I don't know what happened. And my boyfriend's like, no, you literally let him do that to you? And I was like, no, I don't think so. And so he's trying to fight me and Mitchon's trying to leave, and the people that are out there are trying to fight him because my best friend's yelling. He was touching my best friend. He was touching my best friend. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. I want to leave. I want to go home. And Mitchon was still trying to take me home. And they were like, no, you're not going to go home with him. I'll take you home. And I was like, okay. And so then they're like, well, let him leave first. So Mitchon's trying to make his way out the door of the apartment. And he leaves. And me and my boyfriend are fighting, and my best friend's asking me if I'm okay, and I'm like, yeah, like I don't know what happened, like I don't know what's going on, I don't know why my private was out, like did I do something wrong? And my boyfriend ends up telling me like, I don't want to be with you no more, like you're disgusting, and so he left, and I just stayed there crying. And then my best friend made everybody leave, and she took me home. And I start blowing him up, asking him, what did I do? Like, what happened? Like, did I do something wrong? Like, can you tell me? I don't know what happened. And he blocks me. So then I message Metron, and I'm like, what happened? Like, I want to talk. And he's like, I'll talk to you tomorrow. You're drunk. I'll talk to you tomorrow. You're drunk. And I have these messages, too. I have them screenshotted from Messenger on Facebook years ago. I said, okay, yeah, pick me up tomorrow so we can talk. He picks me up. It's late, like 3 a.m. And he's like, oh, I got drinks. I was like, I don't want drinks. And I told him, tell me what happened. And he said, you were drunk and you asked me to go down on you. And I said, well, but why would I do that? I'm in a relationship. I'm in love with someone. You know I'm in a relationship. Why would you do that? No, well, because you're my friend and you asked me to. And I told him, I don't remember any of that though. And he was like, well, yeah, you were laying there wide awake asking me to. I was like, if I was awake, I would remember you doing that, but I don't remember any of it. At this point, I don't even know that there was a video until he tells me, can I touch it? And I said, no. He's like, come on, please, can I touch it? And I'm like, what's your problem? No. He's like, dude, don't act brand new. It's not the first time. Like, bitch, come on. Like, can I touch it, please? And I'm like, I want to go. He was like, I mean, you can either let me or I'll just show everybody on Facebook. And I asked him, show them what? And he starts laughing and he's like messing with his phone. And I'm like, show him what, Metron? Like, what? I
don't know. My phone's making me verify that I'm a human being right now. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So he ends up making me like drink before he drops me off, basically. So I'm drinking very slowly because I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he's gonna do. But I'm like taking sips, and he's like, I'm not gonna take you home until you drink one of those cans. So I'm drinking it, and he pulls out his phone and he shows me a video of me. And I start freaking the freak out because the first thing that you see is it's the same position that my friend Jeremy was when he was laying back on the bed like this. Is the same position that I was in. I was laying on the sofa like this. My feet were hanging and Mitchon was in front of me. And on his phone, you can see me asleep. My mouth is open. My eyes are rolled back. Like I look like I'm unalive. Like my lips are purple. Like I look scary. And he's literally going down on me. And I told him, I thought you said that I was awake. I'm asleep. You can clearly see me asleep. He's like, no, you were awake the whole time. You were telling me to do it. You were telling me that you wanted me to do it. But that wasn't true because the whole time in the video, I wasn't awake. He ends up telling me that if I don't let him touch me, he's gonna post a video on Facebook. So I told him, okay.
Is that when you lost your Facebook presence?
Yeah. Um, we ended up being friends until 2019. And it was always something more. It was always something else. He wanted more. He wanted this. He wanted that. And if I said no, he was going to show everybody and tell everybody. A lot of things happened in between that time period. And I kept forgiving him and I kept forgiving him and I kept forgiving him because he kept making me feel like I was the bad one. Like it was my fault that it happened. That I wanted it because I was drunk and I kept asking him to do it. Although I don't remember that. And in the video, I was asleep, clearly not talking to him because I was so drunk. And I don't remember for so long. He made me believe that it was my fault he touched me. It was my fault he did it. I didn't tell nobody besides the people that knew, or besides the people that saw, or besides the people that were involved, or besides the people that he had done similar things to.
You take your time, Angel.
One of my friends unalived himself because Mechon was doing the same things to him. And I have messages from Facebook of him telling me the things that Mechon did to him. There are so many bad things that happened that I feel like I could have prevented by saying something or doing something, but I didn't.
Yeah, I need you all to be respectful, and it's if you don't like what he's saying, get the fuck out. That fucking simple, leave. You don't have to stay here. We don't need your fucking comments. We don't need shit. Get the fuck out.
So my friend, his name was Cruz, Michael Cruz. He actually literally like with the belt on like his door and took his own life when he was 17.
Hang on, I'm gonna turn the comments off
Okay.
once I can figure this out because that Jada girl.
I'm gonna tell you about her too in just a minute. I'm trying to go into the timeline of events.
I don't know how to turn the comments off. I just know how to comment.
Hey, leave him alone. I think you have to go to the settings.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm not too sure. I know it's in the settings. Hold on, give me a second.
Hmm. No, it's not in the settings. Oh, wait, comment settings.
I'm gonna just turn my camera off for a bit, real quick, while I continue just for a little bit, because I know I'm gonna get really emotional.
Okay, you're fine. I turned the comments off as well.
Okay. So, when my friend unalived himself, I felt that I owed it to his family to tell them what I knew or to share with them what he told me. And what he told me was similar to what happened between me and Metron and Jeremy and Epic. And this boy, Michael Cruz, was also a part of the teen club promoting nights. He also worked for Metron. He was a part of my group. He was my friend. I introduced him to Metron. So I don't think anybody knows what that feels like, knowing that you introduce someone to this man who not only anybody knows what that feels like, knowing that you introduce someone to this man did things to you and your friends, but to someone who unalived themselves. So I took screenshots of the messages and I sent them to his mom and his dad. And they came to my house and we talked and cried and hugged each other, and they asked me like if I was okay, and I'm confused and I'm asking them like, are you okay? Like, you just lost your son. And they told me that they know, and I was confused. I was like, you guys know what exactly? And they just told me that they know, and they kept hugging me and hugging me. And my mom came out and she's like, what's going on? And I told I told her that they were telling me something, if she can go inside. And they told me that Cruz had told them that they knew that Metron was doing things to us as teens. And so I asked them, did y'all know about him? Did y'all know about Cruz? And she said, no, we had no idea. We just knew that Metron was taking advantage of the teens. And she said that she was sorry and that she wants to talk to my mom. And I asked her if she couldn't. Like, I asked her if she could keep that between us. And she was like, no, mijo, your mom needs to know. Your mom needs to know. And I just asked her if she would do me the favor and not say something. Let me tell my mom when I'm ready. And so she said, okay. After Cruz passed away, I ended up really, really distancing myself from Metron. And we ended up falling out. But that's when I started trying to tell his sister, Denise, like, hey, can we talk? And I started messaging her and I started telling her stories about Metron and me and what he did. And she just blocked me. And so then I told Ruben, and then he blocked me. And so then I figured, you know what? I'm going to just stay quiet. Fast forward to 2025 in January, when I get on TikTok. I make a new TikTok and I see Metron's face everywhere. And immediately I start having an anxiety attack and I get nauseous and then I get dizzy and I feel like I'm going to vomit, and I start crying and my mom's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing, nothing, nothing. I got to go. And I turn off my phone and I go to my apartment and I'm looking at the phone and I'm like, no way. Like, there's no way that's Frankie. Like, there's no way that's Frankie. There's no way. There's no way. And then as I scroll, I start hearing people say that he was recording them when they were asleep. And these people are influencers, and these influencers were hanging out with Metron and with Ash Trevino and with D Kane. And immediately I start thinking, dude, he's doing the same thing he did back then in 2025 to these younger guys, who these influencers that don't know him.
Yep.
I end up seeing my friend Isaac on here. Isaac is the one that was on Dr. Phil. He was the first victim to tell his story. And he's the one that Mechon actually put rugs in his drink and then exposed all his pictures. So Isaac told me this. Isaac told me this back in 2014 in messages, and I told him, "Hey, just because people are dismissing you and people don't believe you, just know that I remember who you are. I know you, and I know that you told me this story in 2014. I have the messages." And he ignored me. He didn't. I know you, and I know that you told me. And I have the messages, and he ignored me. He didn't respond to me. It wasn't until he told me, "Oh, you're Cosmic." I was like, "Yeah, that's me. That used to be my name in high school and middle school. That's what I went by." He was like, "Dude, I'm so happy to hear from you. How are you?" We ended up reconnecting as friends, and he saw what I was doing, and he gave me the permission. We ended up reconnecting as friends, and I was doing, and he gave me the permission to post the screenshots and those messages. And at that moment, it was just me and him, two victims trying to help each other to grow from this grow from the situation we were in. As I started speaking out more and more, people that I knew back in 2013 started reaching out to me, telling me, "Hey, do you remember me? Hey, do you remember me? I remember you." And they started sending me screenshots of our conversations back from 2013, where they were telling me that Metron would pay them to, go down on them, and they were only in high school. And people were telling me that Metron would take advantage of them if they wouldn't give him a ride home, or Metron wouldn't let him charge their phone unless he would go down on him. And those are all the screenshots that I posted. When I came to TikTok, I had no intention of doing the things that I'm doing. I came to TikTok as anybody else, just scrolling, looking at DIYs, looking at cars, food recipes. TikTok was a good thing. It was a good experience. It was fun. I never knew that a couple of weeks later, every time I got on TikTok, I wanted to just cry, and I wanted to get out of here, and I wanted to just erase everything and reset life because of one person. And so
How
then,
long? So how long was it that you were off TikTok, or you just never joined TikTok until 2025?
so I was on TikTok in 23 and 24, but in 24 I had got permanently bananaed for too many
Oh,
violations. And I had a platform of 5,000, and then in 2023 I had a platform of 10,000. And then I was so mad that it took me so much effort and time to grow my platform that I took a couple of months off of social media. And so
mm-hmm.
when I came back, it's when Mitchon was kind of blowing up. He was everywhere.
Yep.
And I was like, "Oh my God, like I have to do something. I can't just let these people that don't know him not know what he's capable of doing. What if he takes advantage of them? What if he hurts them? What if he blackmails them?" And it took me a couple of days to even make up my mind on if I was or was not going to do that, because I was so scared about my own situation, knowing the lengths that he would go to do things to people. Because, like I tagged you in those videos, when I was 15 and 16 and 17, he had his friends beat me up. He had his friends jump me. He had his friends hit me with the brass knuckles. He had his friends hit me with the pew pew in my mouth. I was so young that I had to go to the hospital 3 times because of what him and his friends did to me to shut me up. So I knew that what I was going to do had consequences, and it was going to have a negative impact and a positive impact. I didn't know to the extent that where I was that it would be this scary. And what I mean by that is Metron has passed back and forth of my mom's house holding a pew pew, pointing it out the window. We got it recorded on 3 different cameras in 3 different angles, and I called the cops. The sheriffs, we got it recorded on 3 different cameras. The sheriffs came to my mom's house and recorded it on their body cam. A couple of days later, Mitchon starts going live, passing by my mom's house again with the pew pew. Sheriffs came to my mom's house and recorded it on their. A couple of days later, Mitchon starts going live, and they screen recorded it. And then there's okay. A couple of days ago, I was on panels with Stella and Wingo and Anti, and a couple of big influencers, and Mitchon joins the panels, and he starts talking about me, and he starts telling them, kick him out of here, kick him out of here. He's a liar. He's a clout chaser. And I told Mitchon, what's up, Mitchon? You can only talk shit when I'm not defending myself. You can only talk shit when I'm not here. But now that I'm here, like, tell me, address me directly. And Wingo's like, I won't kick him off unless you give me a whale, unless you give me a galaxy. And I'm like, wow, like you're literally gonna not let me defend myself. You're gonna let this man who has a bigger platform do that. And Wingo's like, sorry, it's just money. And I was like, all right, Wingo. They end up
That's
kicking
fucked
me
up.
off. Yeah, and so he ends up kicking me off, and Biscuit and Mechon end up gifting Wingo $200 in gifts to kick me off. And the only reason I know is because Wingo told me, hey, they gifted me a lot to shut you up. And he's like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to make that money. He's like, when I get off with him, I'm gonna let you come tell your story. And I was so emotionally distraught because I feel like
He did. That's exactly.
you just used my trauma for money. You just used me
Yep.
for like money. Like that's not something to play with. Now in February, I met Jay and his people. They helped me tell my story, and they really did help me meet Carol C and Alma and Leslie, and they helped me meet a lot of great people that I'm so thankful for. But they did me so dirty.
They all did you dirty?
No, just Jay and his people. They told everyone that I was lying, that they looked up my information in Bear County, and that there's no charges and there's no case, and that I'm clout chasing. But that's not true. They didn't even know my real name. None of them knew my information. They were just lying.
You know that video where Machone's live and he's calling the cops on you?
It's fake. It's not even
So,
real.
do you know what phone number that is?
It's like the court docket.
It's a courthouse. Yeah, that's who he called, was the courthouse. He didn't call the sheriff. He didn't call a police station. He called the fucking courthouse.
Exactly. And if you're so innocent, why are you calling the wrong numbers? I gave you the numbers on the card that has my case number. Like, I didn't understand.
Well, and 911 is very easy to remember too. He could have just dialed that, but he played a lot of people.
So, Jay and his people end up making videos about me and hosting panels and lying. And they were the first people that made it so hard for me to get people to believe me. Because of them, they made it so hard on me because Jay apparently said that I had never called the police, that there was nothing, that I'm lying about everything. But none of them even knew my date of birth. None of them knew anything until I put it out there. And a lot of people that I met through these bigger influencers that have platforms, when I couldn't speak up for myself because every time I went live, Metron would report me. Where every time that I went live, I would get taken down. Metron would just talk about me and talk about me and talk about me. And keep in mind, when he talks about me, all he says is that I'm ugly, that I'm fat, that I'm Chinese, that I'm Asian, that I look like George Washington, that I look like I'm Amish. Like, he just disrespects me and talks about me. He never shows proof that he's innocent. He never shows proof that he didn't do these things. All he does is attack me, my family, dox my mom's address, dox my mom's number, dox my date of birth, and that's his way to look innocent. If doing that proves that someone's innocent, then I don't know what's wrong with society these days. But I've gone out of my way for months to post screen recordings, text messages, court documents, to show the police at my front house doorstep, the sheriffs at my house at 4 in the morning. Case number the other day in battle was like, I've gone out of my way to prove everything, and it was not enough. It's still never enough. Jada came along about 3 or 4 months ago. When I
Is
tell
this somebody in your area or is it somebody that just rides for Michonne?
So Jada was my best friend, actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I met her through TikTok, and we got really close. We talked every day. She had my back, and I had hers. I thought, she made me so stupid. I have such a hard time trusting people. She called herself my best friend, and hold on, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
She called herself my best friend. She opened up to me about so much personal things. I opened up to her about so many personal things. Every time I went live, she was live with me. Every time it's on disrespected me, she had my back. She was literally my number one mod, my best friend, my backbone. And she's only 18. So I gave her so much respect. I put her on a high pedestal. I cherished our friendship. That day that I was in panels with Wingo and Mitchon kept gifting him to kick me out, that biscuit girl and Mitchon told her that I was talking shit about her. And that I was
She
making
wasn't your
fun.
friend. She wasn't your friend.
And the same day, she had just told me, I'm your number one supporter. I'll always have your back. I love you so much. Remember that I'm your best friend. And then an hour later, she messages me on Facebook and she says, I'm making a decision to take time away from our friendship. How could you talk about me? How could you say those things? I told Mitchon that I'm sorry for believing in your lies and I'm his friend now.
Yeah, she was never your friend, Angel. Friends don't do shit like that to each other.
And now every time that I'm live, she goes and she talks about me, or anytime that Free Bands is live or Mitchon's live or someone's live, she goes in their live and she talks about me, and she just lies and she lies and she lies.
That's very hateful. To have that much time on your hands, first of all, to do that is gross.
And what I don't understand is I've never disrespected her. She said I disrespected her in your live. I've never disrespected her. I've never came at her sideways. I've never called her out of her name. I've never put her in my drama. She inserted herself and I defended her the way she defended me. But she didn't even give me time to address, wait, why are you blocking me? Like, we're best friends. Why are you not letting me explain what's going on? Like, I don't even know why you at that time I didn't even know why she blocked me and ended our friendship. I didn't find out until a day later. People clipped it and sent it to me. And I saw that they were telling her, oh, he talked shit about you. He said this, he said that. And at that point, she had already blocked me. She had already started talking shit about me that same day. I gave her 3 days to calm down and be cool, calm, and collected, but she kept going and she kept going and she kept going. So I made a TikTok. And all I said was, hey, Jada, It's me, Angel. You know, someone I thought you cared about, your best friend at one point. I want you to know that I'm not gonna stoop to that level. I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna do that type of thing because you're a girl and I'm a boy. I would just really appreciate it if you would stop talking about me. What did she do? She went in Mitchon's live yesterday. The day before yesterday, she was in Jay's live. The day before that, talking about me, lying.
And here she is today.
And she keeps saying that I'm lying about this and I'm lying about that and that I told her this and that she has proof about that. Jada, show it. Post it. You already hurt me. You've already ended our friendship. You already said that I disrespected you. You've done so much more than I would have ever done to you. If you have proof, show it. Don't just say that you have proof. Show them your proof that you have. Show them. I
Where's
want.
your receipts, Jada? Just fucking talking shit. That's it. Everything that you have been through is absolutely heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking, and I feel so deeply for you, Angel.
And it sucks because like I've had two mods ever that were like close friends to me, and they both did the same thing. Both of them, and they were both girls. And I don't know if maybe my problem is that I just want a friend so badly that I'm willing to trust someone that makes me feel like they're my real friend, but then they backstab me and I'm just more distraught and more hurt than ever.
I
But
see that a lot on TikTok, though. I do.
what kind of hurts me a lot is the fact that I know if Mitchon wanted to change, he would have changed. He's had since 2013 to make a difference, to change who he was. We're in 2025. If he wanted to change, he would have changed. But he does not want to. He doesn't see a problem with himself. He doesn't think that what he's doing is wrong. And it shows because you're still doing these things in 2025.
Yeah.
The only difference is now he has a platform, so it's easier for him to get away with it because he has a community to have his back, whether they believe it or not, or whether they see things, and whether I have proof or not, because they support him. I'm gonna show you something on my green screen real quick. Give me just a second.
Hmm.
So this is what Metron does to make fun of me and get his followers to make fun of me. He literally bought a fake beard, put a beanie on, did his hair like me, and started crying on live, making fun of me on multiple occasions. Now, what I don't understand is if you're so innocent, why would you make yourself look guilty by doing things like that? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why do you have to stoop to that level? Because we could have handled things completely the legal way, but he doesn't want to. And I'm gonna show you something else. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's super fucking weird. Somebody speaking out on you in such a manner, and you mock them, and that is wild to me. I've Oh my god.
And then on top of that, I got a DWI. He went and he posted my mugshot and talked about me for a fucking couple of like 3 to 4 days every day, posting my mugshot as his background. My biggest thing is I admit and take accountability for having a DWI. Me and you have totally different situations. You SA'd 10 people. I got a DWI. There's a difference there. But people don't see that what he's doing is manipulating them to think that I'm the bad person because I got a DWI. I have no other priors. I have no rogue charges. I have no criminal background, but a DWI. That's obstruction of highway now. So he literally goes out of his way to do all this shit. And I'm gonna show you another one. And that's him exposing my mom and my dad and me on his live while he's battling and talking to people. And not only that, like
It's like weird shit. Am I still live? Are you still there? Did he leave? Said he shrunk himself. Hang on. You're still live, okay. Could you guys see the comments when the comments were off? I couldn't see them. I don't know. I'm waiting to see if he requests again, because I don't want to just bother him. Cut them back on. Machone is such a fucking creep. Like, that is somebody who needs to fuck off of this app. You can tell that he's a creep too because he hangs out with Santos and Bree and Ruby. He hangs out with those nasty motherfuckers. So you know that they were off for me. Still here. Are you still here? To me, it said he shrunk himself, but I can't see him. Oh, he texted my mom again. So he did get out. He's saying he text mailed his mom again. Yeah, is it because you're live? And I wanted to ask, is there any type of restraining order against your mother and him? Not to give out new info. If you want to hop back in, you can hop back in. There you are. It's connecting. All right, let me make you bigger. You're good. I can't believe he's contacting your mom. Like you guys are in fucking middle school right now. What a
And like my mom, I didn't even get my number. I have no idea.
What the hell?
Just a second.
That is weird shit. It's echoing.
Just a second.
That is weird shit. It's echoing. Hang on. I'm gonna mute you real quick and then I'm gonna unmute you. Okay, now we'll see if it's still echoing.
Is it still echoing? Oh yeah, I can hear it. Hold on one second.
Okay. I can't hear an echo. Is it me echoing? Is that why I can't hear it?
Okay, what about now? No, it's still echoing. I'm gonna leave it and come back.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he's doing right now. This shit is wild. It's sad as fuck. Sad shit. For Machone to still have a platform with so many people coming out it's not just Angel that comes out, it's other people too. And for some reason, you should do an interview with Michonne. That would not go well. That would not go well. I don't give two shits to hear Michonne's side, if I am being honest. I'm not the Daily News here, you know. I'm not going to bring Michonne, even though he has a bigger plot. I would get banned, all right? I'll get banned. I need to hear his side of what lies, his pathological lying. That's all he does, that whole group. All they do is lie. That's it. And then people believe them over Survivor. It's wild. When they know that all they do is fucking lie. It's all Michonne does is lie. Yeah, he does threaten people all the time. I see clips of that all the time.
Okay, sorry about that. Am I still echoing?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
I have no idea. Oh, it says, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
They say it's better. Good now. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, he's texting my mom right now. My mom's just like, just don't give out new information on the case. Just make sure whatever you talk about has already been put out there, because that's what the attorney and the private investigator said. So I just told her I'm fine, everything's good, and she just told me stop crying.
You cry all you need to. Crying is so healthy.
It's weird because it's like no matter what I do on here, he paints me to be the bad person, or like he'll make it seem like everything is like out chasing, and it's like again, no matter what I do, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I'm out chasing if I do this, and if I don't, I'm still wrong. So I don't ever know what the right thing to do is. I just try to be genuine, authentic, and remember that when I started doing this, it wasn't just for me. It was to help people become victims in the hands of God, because that's what he's known to do.
Yeah, there's always going to be people who believe you, people who don't believe you. Even if you have receipts, if you showed a full fucking video of something that somebody is doing, there's going to be people who say that's a lie. You know?
I'm not recording. I don't have Bluetooth on. I don't think I have Bluetooth on. No? They say that it's echoing.
I don't hear an echo. Echoing again.
Guys, I'm still echoing. Yeah, I can hear it now.
Yeah, let me try muting you again and seeing. Can you unmute yourself? Try that and see if it'll. There we go.
Okay, what about now? I don't think I hear the echo. Oh no, I can't hear an echo. What's going on? Like,
I don't hear an echo. I just hear you keep cutting out and cutting on.
Okay, what about now? Oh, I didn't hear an echo.
Still echoing? Do you have your mic covered on your phone? Like, is it setting on something?
Oh, you know what? One second. Okay, what about now? It's still echoing. Oh my god. Okay.
All good. Oh. Hey guys. It's me again. Header. Okay. Somebody messaged me and said Brianna and Santos are engaged. That's gonna look so great for Brianna's court case. That's wild. can go out and get engaged but can't fucking be a mom. That's insane. I don't know, somebody messaged me right now and said that it's an engagement. Hey, Bren, got engaged with the man listed in your case. People saying good for them. That's wild. I mean, sure, good for... Oh, hang on. He's requesting. I was going off on a rant. Said failed. Let me try to send him a request. Accept. They deserve each other. They truly do. They're both pieces of shit.
Okay, testing. Am I still echoing? I think it's better.
Nope. Better.
Better? Okay, cool.
Okay.
No, good. It's better. Good. So, I just want to kind of, I guess, wrap it up with some of the things that's going on now, what I'm dealing with now, so that people just kind of get an idea of, even as a victim, the type of situations that I'm allowing myself to be in by just speaking here on your platform. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Like I just said, he literally just texted my mom like a handful of times saying that it's echoing again. Okay, I think it's stopped.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I can hear it.
Well, now you're cutting out.
Do you have an iPhone? No, this is an Android. Thank you. It sounds like you're under.
Let's try muting you again. Mute.
I think when that happens, it's because they like screen recording from the outside. Because that's the only time it happens live. Yeah, I can definitely hear the echo.
Yeah, I don't hear an echo. I just hear it does sound like you're underwater. That is.
No, I'm not.
Sounds like you're underwater.
Thank you, Brooklyn. It sounds like I'm underwater.
You guys, he already said he's not screen recording.
No, I'm not screen recording. I don't even have enough storage. You are recording. No, I'm not. I don't have another phone.
Try to mute.
Another phone? I don't have another phone.
And even if he did have another phone, what the fuck would that, like, what does that have to do with anything? Hang on, I'm trying to unmute you. It's not letting me. Can you unmute yourself? There you go.
Okay, I don't have another phone. All I have is this thing, which is not a phone, and nothing else.
Even if you did, who gives two fucking shits? Just that one person, you know?
Well, it is echoing, so I don't really know how to fix it, but I guess I will just say this before I go, guys. Before you make your mind on whether you believe me or you don't, or you want to support me or you want to support Mitchon, I don't mind what you decide to do or which route you want to go. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a pick me. If you want to be friends with him but also support me, that's fine. If you want to, not mess with me but be friends to him, that's fine. You're entitled to do that. I don't care for people to like pick a side. That's not what my intentions are. My intentions come from wanting to do the right thing, wanting to help people because of what I've been through. I have never told people to, hey, follow me, or hey, gift me. If you don't, I'm gonna block you. That's not who I am. No echo. Okay, good. Um, but now it's back.
Hang on, I'm gonna mute myself while you talk and let's see if the
Okay, guys. Oh, I don't hear an echo no more. Oh, I think it's because it's hearing from yours. Yeah, I don't hear the echo anymore. Okay. Oh, well, I'm sorry that she has to mute. um, hold on. I'm gonna block this person right here. Oh, he's already blocked. Okay, cool. Um, I'm not the type of person to ask you guys to pick a side. I'm not here to tell you guys that you have to believe me. My intentions are not to make anybody be upset by what I'm doing on here. My intentions were to help people not become victims to Metron. And by doing that, I've allowed myself to be so vulnerable to everybody that I do tend to cry on this app when I talk about my situation because I thought I was good for so long. I thought I was okay for so long. I thought for so many years that I was healed. When I started doing this, I thought that I would be able to do this without problems. Like I thought I'd be able to spread awareness, and I didn't know what I was signing up for. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. There have been times where I wanted to stop. There have been times where I just wanted to delete everything and make it all go away. But if I did that, I would be letting down the victims that are my friends, the people that I didn't help back then that I want to help now. My friend Jeremy, my friend Charles Perez, my friend Epic Amadeus, my friend Alex, my friend Cruz, who unalived himself, my friend Isaac Anthony, my friend Josue. There's so many of us that I'm trying to get justice for, and when I cry, I feel like I'm letting them down because I'm not being strong enough for me or for them. Or I don't think that they understand that they're putting all this pressure on me to speak up for them and for myself. But I'm by myself taking the bullying, the hate, the harassing, the exposing of my family, Metron texting my mom, Metron exposing my family, my address, the numbers. Like, I'm taking that by myself. I should have known that that's the type of person Metron is because he's always been that way. But I wanted to believe that he changed or that he was grown. I should have knew better. I think what hurts me the most is that no matter how uncomfortable I make myself or no matter how hard I am on myself to be stronger or that I'm okay, I'm not really okay. And to this day, I haven't really told my family everything. I haven't really told my mom everything. The only reason why my mom knows somewhat of what's going on is because Mitchell texted her and because I had to call the sheriffs to my mother's house 4 times. And so she wanted to know what was going on. I didn't know back then how to tell my mom, hey mom, I'm sorry I'm getting in trouble at school. I'm sorry that I'm sneaking out. I'm sorry I'm running away. I'm sorry I'm not doing good. I didn't know how to tell her that the reason was because someone was touching me. I didn't know how to tell her that I was being problematic because this person was doing bad things to me. I didn't know how to address that. I think I get scared sometimes that my mom's not going to know that it wasn't her fault that I did these things. And if something were to happen to me, I want her to know that I love her unconditionally. She's been my best friend since it was just me and her. My mom raised me by herself. My mom was my mom and my dad. I wasn't acting out because she did anything wrong. I wasn't being a bad kid because of her. Until this day, she still doesn't know everything. All she knows is that I'm standing up for myself, that I'm defending myself now. And although I didn't back then, I'm trying now. I feel so bad because all these people that, how do I say it? There's so many people that don't know me that attack me and that say this and that say that. And that's not what hurts me, is that if they had a kid that went through what me and my friends went through, I would hate for them to know what that feels like. Or I would hate for their kid not to tell them, like I didn't tell my family. Because now I'm 32 years old and my love life is tainted. My normal everyday life is not easy all the time. I randomly get anxiety attacks. I randomly have panic attacks. I see Mitchon on here. I hyperventilate and I cry, and people are like, "Are you okay?" I just want to be left alone. And I really don't think you guys know what it feels like to see someone that did those things to you every day on this platform. I literally go to work, and on my lunch break, I just want to scroll. And while I'm scrolling, the first thing I see is him. I've said it so many times that I just want to let this go. Like I want this to pass. But when I'm ready to let it go, and when I'm ready for it to pass, there he is talking about me. We're making fun of me. We're telling other influencers these crazy things about me that are not even true. So I feel like I have to defend myself, because if not, then I'm not I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I was 14 the very first time that I showed Mitchell my private part because he asked me to. Then I was 15 when he recorded me when I was asleep. And then I was 16 when he parked at the random parking lot at a park and tried to make me and my friend touch each other. That happened all the way until I was 19 years old. I'm trying not to cry because every time that I cry, he screen records it and he takes pictures. Oh, thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate it. This person was someone I considered my friend. I considered him my best friend. When my grandma went missing in 2012, hey, thank you for the tiny diamond. When my grandma went missing in 2012, Mitchon was literally the only person that was by my side. He was my friend. He let me cry to him. He let me vent to him. He would pick me up. He would buy me food. He would take me out and introduce me to people, get me drunk. And I thought, hey, that's him being a friend. He doesn't want to see me sad. He doesn't want me to be depressed. You know, we're having a good time. I didn't know that him doing that was called grooming. I didn't know what grooming was. I didn't know that that was a thing until it was too late. I think I'm scared that this is never going to go away. Like, this feeling is always going to be there. And no matter if I'm okay or if I'm not, I'm always going to remember what this feeling feels like. And I think that's what scares me.
You may always remember this feeling, but you won't always feel this way. If that makes any sense at all. Your mind will get better the more you work through it. I'm no counselor, I'm no nothing, but it gets better the more you work through it. That's why I said a counselor would be really, really good for you. I'm gonna mute myself again.
I have court in 3 weeks, and this is the first time that me and Michon have to face each other face to face. Being nervous would be an understatement because I'm confident with all the proof that I have and with my friends, Jeremy and Charles, who are gonna stand on trial and give a victim testimony, who are also victims. I have what's called digital evidence, physical evidence, documented evidence, hospital evidence. I have so many different types of evidence that it makes me feel confident. I'm just scared. I'm nervous. And what I learned recently was that when I tried to unalive myself and ended up in the hospital, I can also use that as evidence because they had to pump my stomach and keep me on suicide watch. So there was a cop next to me and I was handcuffed to the bed. I get to use that in court because I have proof that when I tried to do that, I was dealing with Metron and what he was doing to me. So the statute of limitations for the SAing that I'm taking Metron to court for does not exist. There is not one here. So I get to use all those years of evidence to apply in my case. I don't know, guys. There's so much that I didn't tell you guys. There's so much that I skipped over, and I know I get lost in my own thoughts and I fumble and I mess up. But the only thing that I can really tell you guys is he took my teen years from me and my high school years from me, and I blamed him for why I was so messed up for so long. But now that I look at myself, I'm proud of who I've become because I graduated high school, I graduated college. I'm a good person, and nobody can say that I've ever taken advantage of them. Nobody can say that I've ever made them do something that they didn't want to do. Nobody can ever say that I'm like him. And at the end of the day, I am a strong believer in we all got to answer to God one day. And at the end of the day, I don't have to answer to him for anything similar to that. He does. I want to show y'all something. Give me just a second.
That is true. You are not what you've been through. So don't let this shit define you. You are strong as fuck.
So I'm gonna move on to the phone, guys.
And I'm gonna mute again because I can hear it start to.
So this is my friend Josue. I showed her these where I tagged her in these. I'm gonna move out of the frame so that you guys can read it. This is one of my close friends named Josue, who Mitchon took advantage of several times, and he asked me for help. He asked me to help him. Oh, thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate that. And I just want to try to read it, guys. So, um, I'll let you read it, guys. So, in these messages, I felt like he was trying to set me up to pick him up, and Mitchon was going to do something to me. So I was basically telling him, like, if you're friends with him, I can't be friends with you. I don't trust you. Um, Before that, I'm going to go to other Facebook messages. 1 second. What is it? Okay. So, Metron used to have his own after hours hookah lounge in 2015. And in 2015, he owned his own establishment where after the bars closed at 2 a.m., he would open this establishment, and it was open from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Can you imagine all the people that would go that were intoxicated and Metron would take advantage of them? This is one of those people. It just so happened to be my friend. I'll let you guys read it. So it's 3 in the morning. I drive 45 minutes away to go pick up my friend, and he doesn't answer. And I'm thinking they're setting me up because Mitchon had already done this a couple of times when they hit me with brass knuckles, when they jumped me, when his friend hit me with the pew pew on my mouth. So I left. I blew up my friend. I blew him up. I called him. Nothing. Again, until the next day, he responds to me, and I'll pull those messages up right now. So, I'm telling him I'm there. I'm telling him I'm gonna leave. He didn't answer me until the next day, and that's where I said this. So if you can't see them, chat, if you swipe, it will clear it will clear the messages, or if you hold it down and press clear display, you'll be able to see the full thing. So in the bottom right here, it says, oh, I'm sorry, 1 second. It says, I hate that guy. He always wants to do some GAY stuff, and whenever I say no, he he uh, he shoot. Let me see. Sorry. He threatens to leave me stranded. So remember, that was Mitchon's MO. If you tell him no, that you're not gonna let him do something, he would threaten to leave you stranded. So that's why my friend was telling me to pick him up. He didn't want Mitchon to do something to him. Meton's birthday, September 21st, 1991. So that's one of my friends. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all a whole nother completely person. Okay, now this person that I'm showing you, this is Jeremy. And he's one of those people that is going to court with me. He's the one in the video. I'm gonna let y'all read it. So in these messages, yeah, I'm laughing and I'm joking because I was going through my own situation. I had not told Jeremy what was going on between me and Meton yet. It wasn't until after the video. I feel so bad, guys. I feel like
You did nothing wrong. You did absolutely nothing at all wrong. I'm just popping in to say you were not in the wrong, Angel.
I could have helped him. I could have spoken up sooner. I could have stopped it, but I took too long to speak up, and I didn't back then. But that's why I am now, because I don't want people to go through this. I don't want people to end up like me and my friends. Um, but that's just the kind of person that Frankie is. Frank Garza Jr. That's what he does. He makes people feel like they're the problem. He makes people think, "Oh, you wanted this, you did this," and then he's a narcissist and he's a manipulator. So I believed it, and I believed him, and I believed him when he said he was my friend, when he said it was okay, when he said that there was nothing wrong with what he was doing. I believed him. I'm gonna change this, guys. 1 second. So this is me and Jeremy. This is me and Jeremy. I laugh when I see this picture because we were just
Darnay, you were so true. You were so correct. He was a child and he believed him, and Machone, that's narcissistic behavior. Everything he did to all of these people is narcissistic to. All right, I'm gonna let you continue talking. I'm so sorry.
no, you're okay.
You're strong. You got this.
So this is Jeremy. Jeremy and me. Last month, Mechon made up this own story in his head that he started telling everybody on TikTok about this person in the video that I exposed that reached over 1 million views on 3 different accounts. He started telling people that I'm lying, that it's not Jeremy in the video, that it's his friend, and that he had permission to do that, and that basically everything I'm saying was a lie. And that was when I realized again that something was really wrong here, because what type of person can make up a lie like that about a serious situation like this? Like, there's something so wrong in your mind that you completely made a random story up about a random person to fit your narrative of the situation that I'm spreading awareness on. Like, there's literally something wrong with someone that can do that. But then Jada and Jay and Mechon and Shelby Sesso started talking about me again and saying that I was lying and saying that I didn't have proof. And then Phoenix comes into the picture, and Phoenix interviews Mechon, and Phoenix allowed Mechon to embarrass me and harass me and attack me on her interview. And so now I'm butting heads with all these bigger influencers that have way more viewers and followers than me, and it's just me. How I managed to get this far by myself, I don't know. But can you imagine being a target from all these bigger influencers, and all other people attack you and harass you and message you and threaten you every day?
Yeah, what did Shelby say?
I literally have TikToks about him. So when I met Jay, he brought Shelby into the panels, and Jay's girlfriend and Jay and his people had already messaged me telling me Shelby's known as a scammer. Shelby's known as he has a rug problem. Be careful. So I had already felt weird about him, but as soon as he came into these panels where I was telling my story to with Jay, immediately he said, I'm gonna message you. I want to interview you. I'm gonna give you my platform to tell your story. And I tend to act out of impulse. I kind of just have a quick reaction sometimes. I immediately said, no, it's okay. I'm gonna deny that. I don't want any communication between me and you. I don't want to talk to you. No, thank you. I politely turned it down. He said, well, I'm gonna message you. I said, okay, that's fine. He messaged me several times. I never responded. As I kept going into panels, he kept joining in, asking me like, hey, when are we gonna do this interview? Like, when are you gonna tell your story? I want to give you my platform. And then I told him again, like, I don't trust you. Like, I don't want your platform. People think I'm clout chasing already. I'll do it on my own. 3 days later, he's in panels with Jay and everybody talking about me, saying that I'm lying, saying that him and Mechon have proof that I was never a victim, that Mechon has proof that I told him I was going to make everything up and lie. And then Shelby proceeds to say the next day that he heard me telling Mechon that I was going to do all this for clout. But he never posted the proof. He never showed the proof. If you had proof for 3 weeks, nearly a month, that I was telling my story, that I was lying, why wouldn't you put it out there? Why wouldn't you post it? Knowing that I had did an interview with Carol C, knowing that Alma covered my story, knowing that Leslie Gaydon covered my story, if people were already covering my story, why wouldn't you help them by exposing me for lying? All you did was talk badly about me, making it even harder for people to believe me or for people to respect what I was bringing out to this platform. So I ended up messaging my friend Jeremy, and I told him, hey, people on TikTok think that you still talk to Mechon, and I wanted you to clear that up, please. Also, I know the story, and I know that you hate talking about it. I do too. Like I showed you, Metron is still telling people that that's his friend in the video. Can you clear that up? He said, I do not talk to Metron. This happened 8 years ago. Angel can tell you the truth. I am not friends or homeboys with him. And then this was a message to me. This is when I started to get emotional because I felt like I was losing my friend. It says, I told you, Angel, please don't make me talk about it on social media. Court is different and people are sending me this now. I said, I'm sorry, bro, for real. I didn't mean to have everyone bringing it up to you. I know that you said only in court, and I'm sorry. I can't do this without you. He ended up telling me that he wanted to take a step back from our friendship again. This is the third time. The first time was when Mitron took advantage of him. The second time was when I showed him the video, and then this was the third time. I felt so little. I felt like everything that I worked for, I was losing. I didn't know, like, I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to make it right. I didn't know how to handle things the right way. I thought that this was the right way, but apparently, no matter how I did it, it wasn't the right way. But thankfully, with God's good graces, on my first court date, Jeremy and Charles went to court with me, and they gave a victim testimony that was recorded. Now, like I tell everybody, if they're lying and if their stories switch up, when we appear at court next in 3 weeks in front of Metron and they go on trial and they tell their story, if it's different than what was recorded over 2 months ago, it's gonna be dismissed. Their victim testimony is gonna be dismissed because it's gonna seem like they were lying. So keep in mind, if they're lying, that's on them. But why would they lie? We have proof between the videos of Jeremy, the messages between us, Charles, and 9 other victims. We were confident in our situation. For y'all to say that Metron has never been served, y'all are delusional. Why would Metron come to a platform and admit that he got served documentation for SAing minors? Why would Metron, someone with over 100,000 followers, admit that he's going to court for these type of accusations? The same way that he lies about everything else, he's lying to you guys about not having been served and not having court cases and documents because he doesn't want people to know that someone like me is actually taking a stand. I mean, would you admit that you were served documents for essaying? Personally, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't. I would be ashamed.
He's not gonna admit shit. All Michonne does is fucking lie. That is it. That's all that comes out of his mouth is fucking lies. He can tell the truth and it would still be a fucking lie because that is how much he lies. Sorry.
And so, on top of this, give me a second, let me change this real quick. So, this is the number that Metron called to talk to the Bexar County Sheriff's Department to clear his name. Look at it right there. 335-2011. Okay? Let me show you something. There's the non-emergency number, the emergency number, and administration. Neither one of those numbers are the numbers that he called to clear his name. And he called multiple times to ask hey, is there any pending charges on me? The person on the phone was his sister, Vanity Rios. No, I did not have court July 4th. So, Vanity Rios, who is his sister, impersonated a police officer by pretending that that's who he was talking to on the phone. And Michon said, hey, I'm just calling to see if there's any warrants for my arrest. He didn't say pending charges. He didn't say any cases. He said, I'm just calling to find out if there's any warrants for my arrest. This girl, Vanity Rios, which is his sister, proceeds to say, hold on, let me check. She puts him on hold, and the phone call says, thank you for calling Human Services. So a separate time, he called Human Services to clear his name, and it's recorded. It was clipped. Someone else posted it. I didn't even know about that call until after the fact that it was clipped. So on 2 different occasions, he called 2 numbers that were not any of these numbers to prove that he was innocent. Now, on my TikTok, I've called 3 different times to the emergency number and the non-emergency number to file a restraining order, to press charges, and for the sheriff department to come to my house because he was driving back and forth with a pew-pew. And I've posted those calls on my TikTok, and you can hear the difference between my calls and his fake call. Play. I don't have my second phone anymore. I don't have it with me. But yes, normally I do play the call for you guys, but I no longer have that phone. Yeah, I never said that I went to court on 4th of July. I've never said that. Never. I've never said that. So I don't know where you got that information from. But
That's so weird that somebody is saying that you. Who the hell would say that they had anything to do on 4th of July when it is a government holiday?
The number that called was the court docket number. He called the court dockets. He didn't call the Bexar County non-emergency administration or emergency number. I just showed you guys that. So before y'all come on in here being aggressive and passive aggressive, let me show you again. This is the number that he called. There's the number right there. Okay? Write it down. Here's the second number that he called right here. Okay? Now let me show y'all the numbers that he was supposed to call. These are the numbers that he was supposed to call. Again, notice that neither of those numbers he called are these numbers. Again, that's just proof that he put out there by himself. I didn't fabricate these pictures. I didn't screenshot random pictures. These pictures are from his live and the police card. So there's no fabricating those or editing those screenshots. That's proof alone in itself. Now, let me show you something else. This was, matter of fact, let me pull it out. On 05-10-25, case number and all. You can take the case number. I don't care anymore. There's a case number. There's the date, the time, and the officer's badge number. Same card. Same card. That was the day that sheriff came to my house right here at 4 in the morning. Sheriff, my house, 4 in the morning. That was the time I got this. It literally says at 0431. 0431. Okay? So, on top of that, not only did Metron lie about talking to the sheriff department, his sister impersonated a police officer. On top of that, in the call of himself, it literally says that he called the Human Services Department. What the hell is Human Services? Let me show you. You better stop it, boy.
You guys, I'm sorry I keep moving. I'm getting fudged up by bugs out here, alright? Don't mind me.
So I don't have the clip I was gonna show you guys where he called human services, but I do want to show you everybody that I've spoken about. It's me, Jeremy, Charles, Isaac. We don't talk about Paul because he didn't want anything to do with it, but that's okay. That's my ex. Epic Almaderes. This is my friend Cruz, who unalived himself because of Mechon. This is Alex, the person that Mechon jumped with his straight friends for his show. And then that's Josue. All these people I've spoken about, I've showed you screenshots, videos, or more on my account. These are just victims I know in real life. These are all people that live here in San Antonio that I know in real life. What? Jay is recording your live right now. Yeah, because he's a weirdo. He does that. Keep in mind, Jay was the one that called the police station to prove that I never had any cases. Mind you, he didn't know my birthday. He didn't even know my real name. How could he do that? Hey, stop it. Come here. Leave him alone. So, Jay is also the person, along with his group of weird friends, that accused me for clout chasing. But let's rewind back to Shelby Says So, the person that Jay introduced me to, but then said not to talk to him. Okay? Let me show you. He admitted that he never had that proof 3 days ago. And I'm going to pull it up right now. Stop it. Stop. So, Shelby and I unblocked each other. Jay is recording the live. It's okay. He's going to talk about me. That's all he does. Go look at his account. He tries to get views off of me, the person that he was friends with. Okay. So, you're a few months older than Mechon. Bro, Mechon's birthday September 21st, 1991. He's older than me. So, it says, we have differences, you and... Hey, stop. This is me writing to Mechon. So, I said, we have had differences. You can screenshot this or whatever you want. But this Kaylee girl is so weird. I don't know her. I don't keep up with her. But she's using Surviving Shelby. And my headline for Mechon was Surviving Mechon. And she's literally painting you to be exactly like Mechon. I just wanted to ask you one question. Did Mechon ever show you proof I was lying? I don't believe so because none exists. So why would you say that? You made it so hard for me to... Thank you for the galaxy. You made it so hard for me to get justice. You and Jay and Mechon literally lied so badly about me. I know you won't respond, but I just hope that you at least read this so that you know I don't hate you for making fun of me or putting me as your green screen or even telling the lies. Now you know what it's like to be in my shoes because that Kaylee girl and so many other people are saying you're just like Mechon. That's what I wrote to him. To my surprise, he responded. I'm going to point it right now. So Shelby responded by saying, she's extremely weird. He has shown me multiple, I can't read that word, it's like hidden, of stuff pertaining to several of their accusations. The issue I had with your story is it changed several times for me and it didn't feel like you wanted actual justice. It just felt very clout chaser. That's just my opinion. And I don't feel how you feel because those people could never hold power of my life. I put thank you for that. I appreciate your honesty. And then he says, honestly, hold nothing against you. I apologize for hurting you. I stand on my opinion of the situation. What? Hold on. He said, I stand on my opinion of the situation about, I can't even see that. I didn't need to be as aggressive as I was. Okay? So not only did he admit that he never had proof, he admitted that Mechon and Jay showed him proof about multiple other situations, but not mine. But 2 months ago, Jay, Shelby, and Metron literally attacked me on panels over and over and over that I was lying, that I was clout chasing, made TikToks that were fake TikToks about me and posted it on Jay's account. So when I was live showing one of my case numbers, I said, I can easily do what Metron does and monetize off of my situation, but I'm not like that. Metron literally tells people, if you want me to do this, send me a galaxy. If you want me to do that, send me a money gun. And I said, I can easily tell you guys, if you want to see the case number, send me a money gun. Send me a lion. I can easily do that, but I'm not. Jay went and clipped only a certain part and posted it on his TikTok and said, I thought Angel said it was not about money. Why is he asking for gifts? So, me being me, I went and I got the replay of my live. And in my replay, I clipped the whole thing. A whole thing. And I posted it. So people then said, why would he do that? Because he's a clout chaser. Jay had admitted that he was a clout chaser. I even posted that on my account. He literally admitted that he was clout chasing. On camera, on live. So what people don't understand is these people that are clout chasing, like, actually make it hard for me as a victim to get justice for my friends and myself because they have bigger platforms. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not out here asking for gifts. I'm not out here asking for people to follow me. All I'm doing is telling you my situation and my story. That's the difference between me and them. Now, I could literally show you guys more and more and more and more, but I feel bad that she can't talk and she's outside. So, like I said, if y'all want the proof and y'all want to know, go to my TikTok. There's so many TikToks about all the people that I've talked about. Shelby, Metron, and Jay. Phoenix and I have actually became friends. And mind you, let me show you what Phoenix did real quick before I wrap it up. So Phoenix allowed Metron on her platform to threaten me with the pew pew. Right there. And it wasn't just one time, it wasn't just two times, it was multiple times. There was even a time where he actually showed the pew pew. Okay? So prior to him doing this, me and Phoenix had already not really collided on the same path. She told everybody I didn't have proof. She told everybody that I wasn't a victim. She basically let him on her platform to talk about me and lie about me. So me and her butted heads for months. And again, it wasn't until a couple of days ago that me and Phoenix hashed everything out. We are cordial now. We're cool. She gives me, I gift her. We're on better terms after we were able to explain things to each other. So if Phoenix can understand me better and I can understand her better, I don't see why those people that are clout chasing can't understand me because they're seeking clout. Now, the same pew pew that you see in here is the same pew pew that he drove back and forth of my mother's house outside. The police, the sheriffs, literally took off their body cam and recorded the footage and identified the weapon to be the same one. So let him lie to you guys and say that no proof exists. It does exist. It's there. And after court, no matter what happens, I'm going to post all the things that I haven't posted that I submitted to the court on my account. Things that haven't been shown, like the footage of him doing that. So I don't care that people don't believe me. I know that what I'm doing is to help people and to better people from being safe when they are around this person. Nobody can ever say that I've ever been accused of anything like him.
You are doing great, and you are very, very, very fucking strong for speaking your truth. And even with all the shit that he does to you and to your mother, that is absolutely fucking wacko. I'm glad that that's being shared, like, because that is so fucking whack to be harassing your fucking mother.
Yeah.
Cheese and fucking rice. That's some, like, past fucking psychiatrist help.
And like with
If you
everything that
need locked up and away from civilians.
with everything
Like
that I
shit.
showed you and I showed them, it's crazy because all his people are still saying that I'm lying and that I'm cloud chasing. Like Metron's screen recording right now, Jay's screen recording right now, and guess what? After this, they're gonna go talk about me, and I can care less because the more that they say that I'm lying and that I'm not a victim, the more that I'm gonna defend myself and show that I am. So if they hate me now, they're gonna hate me even more as they continue to lie about me.
You got this, so, and don't let anybody fucking tear you down. Don't let a single soul. There's gonna be haters, there's gonna be lovers. Don't let the haters get to you because they, no matter what you're doing in life, you could be just preaching about God and then there's gonna be haters. You
Right.
can be coloring a book and there's gonna be people who hate the colors you're using.
Valerie, I've already told people on several different lives I'm not gonna point out the court date. Metron knows the court date. If he wants to portray himself to be this innocent person that does not know the court date, that's on him. If he really does not know the court date, why would I give him the satisfaction to tell him when if he misses court, he then has a warrant for his arrest, which I hope he does so that they can arrest him because he's not my friend. We are not on good terms. I don't respect him. He does not respect me. He doesn't respect himself. So I am not giving out the court date. I've already said it was in 3 weeks. That's all I'm going to say. Again, that's fine. Maybe you don't know all his real information. You have to know his full name and, you know, you have to know his full information to pull him up. He has a middle name. I don't know his middle name. And my information that I provided for the police is different than what he probably tells you guys. That's fine. I understand, Valerie. I'm not willing to put that out there because, again, I've already risked showing y'all this case number because people can literally call. It has the Bexar County Sheriff's Deputy name, badge number, and case number. If people really wanted to, they can call and make false accusations on me now. People can literally ruin that for me. But again, because I get peer pressure into showing proof, I do things like that. That's why. Ah, stupid, you fell down.
So I blocked Valeria from commenting for the rest of the live. There, why the fuck would she put your whole fucking, if it is your whole name, I don't know your whole name, but coming in here and asking you if that's true, what the fuck does it matter if that's really his name or not? He doesn't want to share the case number. He doesn't fucking have to share the case number, you guys. That is not, and sorry for the F word, it just comes out. It just comes out. It's just something, he doesn't have to do what you guys ask him to do for him to be truthful. It doesn't work that way.
And it's not because I don't want to, because a lot of the people keep asking for case numbers and case numbers. And again, I've already given them one and it wasn't enough. What is it going to be enough if I give them two other ones? It's still not going to be enough. I'm just not willing to jeopardize my case by giving them the other case numbers and having them call and lie about this and lie about that and then really jeopardize my case. I'm not going to do that. I don't know. I just want everybody to know, guys. Everyone, all 127 of you guys. I know some of y'all support Metron. I know some of y'all are his friends. That's fine. You're allowed to be friends with whoever that you want to be. That's okay. You just need to realize that if I was clout chasing, I would have got clout another way. Lying about being an SA victim and lying about 9 other people that I know in real life as victims. I don't even know what type of person you think can do something like that. A person to do things like that has literally something wrong with them. Like they are mentally not okay. And I don't know what you guys think about me that you think that I will just lie about 9 people when I've showed y'all videos, I've showed y'all screen recordings, I've showed y'all screen messages, TikTok messages, Facebook messages. I've shown y'all so many things. And people still say that I'm clout chasing. Okay, so say that I'm clout chasing. What about the 9 other victims? What about Josue? What about Jeremy? What about Charles? What about Isaac? What about Paul? What about Cruz? What about... Damn, literally, there's 9 people, including myself. So say y'all dismiss me for being a clout chaser. Okay, fuck it, I'll take it. What do you got to say about those 9 other people? Exactly. I'm so sorry that you're outside getting torn up by mosquitoes. I know that they're bad. I know that. Oh my gosh.
They're huge. It's a June bugs are like hitting me in the back of the head. They're beating me up. They're getting me. June bugs.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I can go on and I can show y'all so many things and I can show y'all so much stuff still. But one, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. You're outside. Um, for two, I kind of like I get to a point where my anxiety starts like getting really bad and I start sweating and I get emotional that I just like to kind of like hide out for a little bit by myself. So I just to be transparent with you guys, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna lay here and I'm gonna think about everything that I just told you guys and how to be a better me and what to do next and how I grow from this because like I said, every time that I talk about this, guys, every time that I tell you guys these stories, I relive the moment to be able to tell you in detail what happened or how I felt. Because if I didn't, I don't know that I'd be able to give y'all the realism of how it affected me or I don't know. I make myself go through all those emotions over and over when I tell you guys my story so that it's authentic and genuine so that you guys just know that I'm not lying. I'm not just making up a story. This is a new story that nobody's ever heard. This is the same story I've been telling since January. And it never gets easier. At times, I kept telling myself, oh, I'm good. I'm good. Whew. No, you know what? I'm good. And then I get off of social media and I'm not good. I'm not okay. I'm bawling my eyes out and I'm wondering why. It's because all the emotions that I'm holding back on this live right now start coming out as soon as I get off of live. But I want to thank you guys for just hearing me out. I want to thank you for allowing me your platform to talk about it. Like I said, I know I kind of get confused and go all around, and I have so many different topics, and I didn't even talk about some of them, and some of them were cut short just because when I'm talking to you guys, it's not rehearsed, it's not scripted, it's literally just how it comes in my mind and how my emotions come out. It just as I talk. So everything that I told you guys was just kind of it just came out as it wanted to. So I do apologize if I confused you guys for any reason, but I can promise you that this isn't the last time you're gonna hear from me. I'm not done talking. Like I told everybody that believes Mechon, if Mechon was so innocent, why can't he go to court to prove that he's innocent? If he's innocent and he wants me to stop talking about him, why can't he go to court, prove he's innocent, and shut me up? I will delete every TikTok that I've ever made about him. I will apologize to him. I will leave him alone. But until he goes to court to prove he's innocent, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So that's why I did this today. And I'm working on a couple of other interviews with people. And I have a lot to work on within myself still as well. I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate you guys. And I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for letting me be here. This
Absolutely. I'm happy that you came on and fucking bug. Sorry. I'm happy that you came on and your story was shared for because I mean, yes, it wasn't a lot of people, but it's more people to hear the story. So it doesn't, that I'm so proud of you.
And to be honest, I'm not I'm not a numbers person. I don't care if it was 50 of y'all, if it was 20 of y'all. Spreading awareness is about a community that is
Yep.
finding out information about situation. That's what's spreading awareness. It's not about how many people followed me. It's not about how many gifts I got. I can care less about any of that. I talked to over 100 people for over an hour. That was spreading awareness. That's the way, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. I hope you have a wonderful night and you get some rest and maybe take a bath and just try to relax. It was a lot.
It was. I feel so. I'm like, I don't want this to sound bad. I'm like, I've been ready to run away for so long now. Like, end, but I want it to be strong. So I thank you for being patient with me.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Y'all
Hey, if you need anything, if you ever need something, reach out to me. I'm just a message away. You have my actual phone number. I sent you my real phone number. You have that. Reach out to me if you need literally anyone to talk to, anything, okay?
Thank you so much. Bye, you guys. Y'all have a good Friday night.
Bye. Whew. All right, you guys, I'm not going to stay on. I'm going to message him. I'm going to get off. I'm going to send him a message. Yeah, it was so deep. Machone's such a piece of shit. Machone needs canceled. Frank Garza, right? Needs canceled. He needs fucking canceled. That makes me want to cry. I'm full of emotions right now. All right, you guys, have a good night. Thank you for being in the live. Have a good night, you guys. I can't believe he has a platform either. That's fucked up. And I'm a continue going after him on this app. I'm a fucking continue that because fuck him. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on. Have a good night.